guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be introducing a new character, so hooray for that. Anyways, it's my IRL new best friend at school. Her name is Lily, and yep, that's it. So basically today I'm just going to be showing you guys like how school's going and where I am. Well, not exactly where I am, but like how I'm doing. So, yeah. Okay, so when I was playing Roblox with my best friend Lily, we were playing Tower of Hell, and then we were just chatting, and we used a lot of slang because that's our style. And we were like, oh my gosh, slay, queen, slay moment. And then all of a sudden, somebody types in the comments, shut up. Which was really weird because we didn't know this person and they're in high school. So we're just like, oh, well, we're just talking. We're just best friends IRL. And then the guy's like, oh, well, you guys are so chit-chatty. I bet you guys are in elementary. But we're not in elementary. So I'm just like, we're in middle school. And then the guy's like, well, I'm in high school. And then the guy kept saying how we were immature, and that kind of made us a bit mad. So then Lily was like, you know what? Whatever, we're going to a no server. So then we did. And we never met that guy again. And I wanted to just go to another server, but Lily, she was like, we're going to a new server because of you. So the next place into school, it happened today. So basically, I just come out from the front of the school, and then I see a bunch of kids going next to our backpacks. So then they're like, oh yeah, this kitchen looks really good. Yeah, we should take it. And then I'm like, what are you guys doing? And then they're like, oh, we aren't doing anything. So then I get suspicious because they were trying to untie one of my friends, rope thingies that was attached to their backpack. So then I was like, why? And then they're just like, oh, well, it's like, we're having this war of 7th and 8th graders, that kind of stuff. And I'm like, what? And then they continue explaining on why they were taking my friend's keychain. So then I'm like, yeah, I don't believe you at all. So then I tell them that my friends are in 8th grade. So then they're like, oh, well, 8th graders are in this war too. And then one of the teachers come up and they're like, boys, what's happening here? And then I'm like, well, these guys were trying to take keychains from my backpack. And she's like, okay, guys, you gotta go. You just gotta go, okay? Let's go. Okay, let's go back to, let's go to your car, okay? Let's go to your car. Also, guys, there isn't any more backpacks, so just pretend this is a backpack. So, we were in the music hallways, and the guys were like, hey, is this your backpack? And then the guy's like, yeah, this is my backpack. And they're like, oh, well, can I see that? And they're like, yeah, sure. And they're like, is this really yours? And they're like, well, it's my brother's. He just told me to keep watch of it. So then they start taking off like one of the like ribbon thingies that was on it. And then the guy's like, "What are you guys doing?" And they're like, "Oh, well, we're just seeing it. We're just playing around with it, like that kind of stuff." And they're like, "What?" And then like, yeah. But the worst part is that they were in 7th grade. 7th. Now, this story is like a couple of days ago. It was from this week. So, yeah. So, basically, I come home, that kind of stuff. I go into my room, and then I'm like, oh, well, I don't have any homework. I'm just going to put my backpack right there. Because, for some weird reason, my math teacher, she decided that it was best to not tell us that there was math homework. So then I just go and play on my tablet because oh, well, I don't have any homework, so I'm just going to go on here. So then when it's nighttime, I'm like, oh, well, I don't have anything to worry about, right? So then I put it away and go to sleep without a word. So then I walk out of the door without my math homework. Or should I say, quote, homework. So then I go out and I head for school. So then when I'm heading to class, I was like, oh yeah, my math homework was so hard. And I was like, what? Yeah, and she was like, oh yeah, did you do the math homework? It was so hard. And then I realized I never heard the word homework by the teacher. So what happened next was when the teacher said, all right, class, pull out your homework. I only had half of the page that we did yesterday. So then I'm like, sir, I didn't know it was homework. And I was like, well, it was homework. So then I'm like, God, did you know that there was homework? And she's like, no, I didn't know that there was homework. Girl, I didn't even finish the page. So then she's like, yeah, I could have sworn that he said, oh, class, we'll finish it in class tomorrow. And I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, stop talking, girls. So then he checks all of our papers and then check. And when he comes to me, he's like, yeah, you're only gonna get 50% on this. And I'm like, what? On a sheet that I didn't even know was homework? And he was like, yeah, I wrote it on the board. Boy, you gotta say it so that I know. And he's like, well, sorry, you only get 50% on that, so try to complete it tomorrow, alright? If you do it tomorrow, then I'm gonna boost your grade up by 25%, alright? So, once in a history class, our teacher is like, okay, class, I gotta go because I have a meeting. And yes, I won't be here for the rest of the day. So you guys are going to have a substitute, alright? Okay, bye. And our teacher is very nice. So I was thinking, oh, well, I'm sure the substitute is nice. I hope she's a bit young so that she understands kids like us in our generation. But then in walks a lady that looks like she has a lot of experience, but is very strict. So when she comes in, she's like, "All right, class, do pages 7 to 15. All right, it's due today. Okay, so you guys are going to do it today." All right? So then I'm like, oh no, this is gonna be awkward. And I'm like, well, maybe she's a bit nice. Maybe she's just having a bad day today. So I try to be nice to this teacher and be like, very like generous so that she doesn't pick on me. So when she calls my name for attendance, like, Allie, and then I'm like, oh, sorry, miss, but I go by Allie, and she's like, I don't care, Allie. Anyways, finish 7 to 15 pages 17 to 15 today, or else it's homework, all right? So then I get really heated up because I didn't like her at all. And then she realizes like, oh wait, no. I'm sorry, class. I'm sorry. We're going to be doing pages 7 to 23, all right? And I'm like, what? Why though? What is going on? Why are we assigned more like paperwork? Oh my gosh. And she goes, because nobody knows what pages we gotta do today. I'm sorry, Karen, but if nobody knows, then don't add more pages. So yeah, that's gonna be all the stories I have for you about school. I'm doing really well, and I'm not doing really bad in my classes. I really hope that everybody else is having a good time in their school year, and I'll keep you guys posted whenever something happens. So